Good morning, my dear students. How are you all? This is your science teacher, Neha ma'am. As you all know, we are doing chapter number 6, Changes Around Us, from your science course book Eureka Plus from your Macmillan Education. I hope you are studying very nicely from all these videos. In the previous video, we have studied about reversible changes. The changes which can be reversed to their original form are termed as reversible changes. And also we have studied various examples for the same. Now we are going to study about irreversible changes. As the name suggests, irreversible means the changes which cannot be reversed back to their original form are termed as irreversible changes. For example, boiling an egg. After we boil an egg, can we get the raw egg back from this boiled egg? No. That means this is an irreversible change which cannot be reversed back to the original form. Similarly, we can take examples like conversion of a seedling into a plant, growing of a flower bud into a flower, burning of paper. As I have shown you in the previous video that when paper is burned, it turns into a black substance called carbon. So can we get the paper back from it? No, because we have got carbon which cannot be reversed to the original state, growing up of a baby into a young boy. So these are the changes which can be termed as irreversible changes because they cannot be reversed back to their original form. So I hope children you are clear with the irreversible changes. Now these irreversible changes are termed as permanent changes also, because the once the change has occurred, it cannot be taken back to the original form. So it takes a permanent change in itself. So it is termed as permanent change. Now here I am going to show you an example of a irreversible change. Now as you can see, this is a bud of a rose flower. After some time this bud will flower into a rose flower. Now can you get the bud back from this flower? No. So this is a irreversible change. So the changing of a bud into a flower is a permanent change because it cannot be taken back to the original position. So all the irreversible changes are also permanent changes. So irreversible changes are chemical changes also, because you must have observed from all the examples which I have shared with you that changes are occurring not only in the physical structure but also there are changes occurring chemically. That means the internal chemical structure is also being changed. For example, whenever we are boiling an egg, chemical changes are taking place in an egg so that it gets converted into a boiled egg. So irreversible changes are also chemical changes. Now let's make the topic more clear by solving this exercise given on page number 69 of your book. We have to term the changes as reversible or irreversible. The first one is melting of butter. After butter is melted, can you get the solid butter from it? Yes, by refrigerating. So it is a reversible change. Second one is germinating a seed. After a seed germinates, it gets converted into a plant. So we cannot get the seed back. So it is an irreversible change. Third one is formation of curd. When curd is formed from milk, can we get milk back from curd? No. So it is an irreversible change. Next one is freezing of milk. After milk is frozen in the refrigerator, it can be brought back to the liquid form by keeping it at room temperature. So it is a reversible change. Fifth is twisting a metal wire. When we twist a metal wire, it gets change in the shape, but we can still make it in a straight form by stretching it out. So it is a reversible change. Wetting a piece of cloth. So students, whenever you wet your clothes in order to wash them, can you get your dry clothes back? Yes. So it is a reversible change. Making a clay toy. All of you must have practiced making a toy from the clay in your childhood. So we can easily get the clay back from the toy. So it is a reversible change. Next one is roasting a papad. Whenever you roast a papad to have it in your lunch or dinner, can you get the raw papad back from it? No. So it is a irreversible change. The last one is cooling melted wax. Once you melt wax, can you get it in the solid form again? Yes, by keeping it at room temperature. So it is a reversible change. So students, these were the topics for today. Here I am attaching few in between questions from the same topic. You have to go through them, write down in your notebooks and revise them timely. Thank you.